Hey, what's up guys? I'm Liam, and it's actually been a while since I've made a video. It was mainly because of school, and just because I wanted to do other stuff like practice drawing again, and stuff like that. It's not because I got tired of YouTube or tired of Instagram or whatever. I wasn't. I just wanted to do other stuff, and I also had to do other stuff as well. So, yeah, with that being said, here I am making another YouTube video, finally. And this time, it's going to be on all of my BlackBerry phones, excluding my DTEC 50, because for some reason, I had it yesterday, but now I can't find it anywhere, so, you know, that's always nice. But yeah, other than that, here's all of them, and I'm gonna go over them. They all should be charged, or at least ones with batteries, and then I'll also try out other ones with the same battery that came out of one. That's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see. So, yeah, anyways, let's get started. Forgot to add this thing in, so, yeah, here's that. I guess I'll go over this first since it's already in my hand, but this is a BlackBerry Z10. It's actually decent, although it feels cheaply made, honestly. And that's only because it's literally all plastic besides the screen. It does have an issue where it has a white spot on the LCD, so I don't know why that is like that, but other than that, it's really cool. It runs BlackBerry OS 10, and, yeah, it's not that bad of a phone. It also has an HDMI port, too, which is cool. So, yeah, there's that. Next up, my BlackBerry Classic. This thing is going to be off because I turned it off. So it basically has, I guess you could call it sort of a secondary OS type thing, just to allow it to run Android apps. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting. I did think it did fully run Android though, which it doesn't, but it's still a really cool phone, and it's also touchscreen. So yeah. Next we have the BlackBerry Storm, and oh my, can you not scream at me, please? Okay, there we go. So, yeah, this is a really interesting phone. Oh, it died. What the... Okay, well, it's off now. But yeah, it basically has a button under the screen. I actually did a video tearing into the phone itself to see if it had multiple buttons or if it was just one, because, you know, it was kind of hard to tell since you can press it anywhere and it'll work. But yeah, it ended up having one button, and I mean, it's a really cool phone just because of this display. So it's like, it's touchscreen, and you can move stuff around, but to really make sure you want to touch something, they added that button. So if you want to actually open something, then you have to click down. It's really odd, but it's a really neat little solution, I guess. Here we have a Blackberry Pearl. This one is charged fully, unlike this one, which didn't want to charge for some reason. This one I got for free from a flea market, by the way. And this one, I don't even remember where I got this. Oh, I got this in a lot of phones a long time ago, actually. But, yeah. Why? What are you doing? Can you not? Okay. Anyways, it works totally fine. It's pink. That one's blue, obviously. But yeah, it's a decent little phone. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna power this thing off now. There we go. Here we have a BlackBerry Curve or something, I believe. This one did not want to charge. This battery in this thing is just so painful to try and get working, and it always swells up too, so it's really annoying. But, yeah, this thing works totally fine, besides the battery, surprisingly. And, yeah, it's in really, really bad condition, but it works. So, I mean, I'll give it props for that. Here we have this thing. This is a BlackBerry 8703E. And it works. It just has a messed up trackpad, which means I can't navigate the phone correctly, and it's really just a pain in the butt to use, which sucks because this is a really cool phone too, but unfortunately I can't get it to freaking work properly. I've tried taking it apart to see if I could fix that, and I can't. So, yeah, there's that. Put that to the side. Here we have this freaking belt buckle thing. It's a BlackBerry 8800. Really neat looking phone to me, honestly. I really wish it had a camera though, which it doesn't. But yeah, it's cool. It just doesn't have a working battery, or it just won't detect batteries. I don't really know. It thinks every single battery that I put in it is not the correct battery for it. So I don't know. Anyways, here we have... Shut up. Anyways, oh, you fuck. Anyways, here we have this thing. I got this from Target. It is a... I have like a million different other ones, as you can see. But this is a BlackBerry 8330. And it works totally fine. It's just that it doesn't have a battery in it, so I guess I'll grab a battery. As this thing is turning on, I will show you some other ones. Let me make sure this does turn on first. Yep, there we go. So it just needs to turn on, but for now, let's go over this one. This was in a very, very old video. I might still have that video up. I don't know. I can't speak. It's another 8330. Yeah, this thing still works. It just has a very busted LCD, of course. But yeah, there's that. The board does still work, and most of the keys work, surprisingly. So yeah, there's that. Let's put this to the side. Here we have a BlackBerry Bold. This one is a really cool little phone. I love this thing. I got this in a trade from Tech Centers, aka Ethan. And yeah, he said it had a bad battery, but it turned out that it worked totally fine. So yeah, it's really cool. I do honestly love this thing. It's cool enough because it has a freaking touchscreen, which is just weird. Especially on a phone like this, you know, like it's kind of not needed, you know? I don't know how else to say it. It's just not needed on a phone like this, but BlackBerry put it on there, so yeah, there you go. Here's my other Bold. This is a, what is this? It's a, what, oh, 9000. 9000, okay. BlackBerry 9000, aka another freaking Bold. And this one works, it just needs a new battery. I tried using the battery from that Bold over there, but it won't work for this phone, so, yeah, that sucks. Anyways, here's this. It works, like I said. I hate how slow that menu is. But, yeah, it works. It's just, I don't know. Actually, I'll show you before I put the battery in. It is a 7105T, and I did finally get this thing working again. It fell off my, no, I dropped this one, another one fell off my bed. But anyways, I dropped this one, and up here, the corner just disintegrated, basically. So, yeah, after that, it wouldn't turn on at all, it would just keep showing that light. But just randomly, I tried plugging it in again, and, it turned on, so yay. And yes, it does work totally fine, thankfully, because I actually love this phone so much. I don't know why. It's just really cool. It looks like a older version of a Blackberry Pearl, which it might be, but I don't know. I'll let it turn on for you guys too, because why not? Here we have my mom's old Blackberry Curve. It has a Verizon casing on it, even though it is on T-Mobile. And that is because the old T-Mobile casing was just disintegrating from her dropping it into the pool. Because, yes, she dropped this thing into the pool when we were setting it up at my grandmother's house a long time ago. And basically, it sat there for about 5 minutes underwater. And then we finally found it. And she let that thing dry in rice, and it powered right up. And she used it for another, like, 1 or 2 years. It was crazy. But, yeah, anyways, yeah, here it is today. I switched the casing with a BlackBerry Curve that I got from one of my dad's coworkers that didn't turn on at all, but had a way better casing. It's just that the only problem is that it's on Verizon, or at least the casing. So, yeah, it has a Verizon casing, but it's T-Mobile. But it still works totally fine. And it looks like this thing is on, too. Which it is, so that's cool. This is a really cool phone, though. I don't know why I think this is so cool. I love this phone's design and everything. I'm going to take the battery out of this and put it in another phone now. So here's another one of those 8330s, or whatever the heck they're called. This one apparently doesn't work, or at least it doesn't want to work, which is odd, because I think this one worked before, but it's no big deal. I'll just probably end up switching out the casings with my other one that's over there. Or not casings, but motherboard. Actually, I will show you that for some reason this thing still freaking works. As you can see, the light still comes on right there. Yeah, this thing was just annihilated. And yes, that LCD still works. It has no freaking thing over here. So it is going to be a chore to, you know, switch boards because it doesn't even have the button piece right there anymore. But I'll try out some stuff soon. As you see, LCD still turns on. It is just shattered and won't display crap. So, yeah. It's not a big surprise at all, honestly. Moving those to the side. Here we have another 8330. And this one does work. Put that to the side. Here is my Q10. This is the same as the Q20 right there, except the Q20 is basically a newer version, but looks more like a classic BlackBerry because it has the, you know, the little trackpad and the other navigation buttons under the screen, unlike this one, which basically just has a touchscreen and a keyboard. But this one is also a lot smaller, as you can see. This thing is gigantic for a BlackBerry that looks like this. This one, on the other hand, isn't too big. It's more around the same size as a regular BlackBerry. This also has an OLED screen, which is weird. But yeah, as you can see, this thing's powering on too. Here we have a BlackBerry Torch. Oh, this is already on? Okay. This thing has a very, very messed up touchscreen. Very, very, very messed up. So I just use the little trackpad and the buttons and whatnot, which is a lot easier. And I'm actually so thankful this thing has a trackpad. But this is a really cool phone. It's a slide phone, obviously, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm going to go ahead and power it off. But yeah, there's that. Here's this thing. It's on. It works. This one's on Verizon. And I'm going to go ahead and take the battery out of that one. Here is a AT&T 8300 or something. 8300, I think this is what this is. This is an older version of that, where'd it go? That phone right there. And yes, this one works. It works totally fine, actually. So, I'm gonna go ahead and power this thing off. This is a really nice phone. I like this one. Although, I have one right here that is T-Mobile, which I would prefer to work more than that one, because that one's AT&T, this one is T-Mobile. This one doesn't have Wi-Fi. This one does. So, I'm gonna try one more time to get this freaking board working, but if I can't get it working, then I'm not gonna be surprised at all, because I've tried a few times before, although I don't think I've used rubbing alcohol on it at all. I think I've just tried scraping away corrosion that I find, but this thing is bad underneath the hood, aka the back. There's actual rust. So, with very little hope, I may be able to get this thing working if I try correctly, which might work, especially now that I have a rubbing alcohol sprayer. So, coming up on the last two, here we have another 8330. This one is turning on, this one is also Verizon. And here we have a Sprint one with a cracked screen, but a working LCD, I think. Does that LCD work? It might. Yeah, it does. Okay. But yeah, there's this phone, there's that one. There we go, it's turning on. It has the same OS, so I'm not gonna let it fully boot up. Oh my, okay. So, this is where I'm gonna end off the video. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed, and also, if you like seeing videos just like these, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any more of them. I try to make videos at least once every week. I mainly upload on Wednesdays, but I don't know why I did that. There was no reason to do that at all. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.